Okay, so the title may be a little confusing because it's not like Boros has any secret moves we haven't seen yet. The purpose of this video is to clear up any confusion surrounding Boros' strength and to prove to a lot of people that disrespect Boros that he is actually way stronger than they actually think. But before we actually do, get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video so others can see the video. We're pretty close to 200 subscribers and all I can say is thank you, and I hope you stick with the channel for longer because this channel is doing great things, trust me. So Boros, despite being introduced pretty early in the series, I think we can all agree that he is still one of, if not the strongest monster we have seen so far in One Punch Man. And from my perspective, I think he is definitely the strongest monster we have seen so far in One Punch Man. And to those who agree with me, you would be surprised to see the amount of people that actually disagree with my statement. Many people actually believe Garou in his current states could beat Boros, which, if you can't already tell, I completely disagree with that statement due to the fact that not only has Garou not shown any feats similar to Boros in terms of pure destruction, but also Garou at the moment himself, he knows he's not a god level threat yet. And I know, a lot of you might be thinking, isn't Boros an above a dragon level threat? And honestly, first of all, I really dislike that term above dragon level because not only does it not really make sense, but it creates this idea that the monster in question is weaker than they actually are. There's only one thing above a dragon level threat, which is a god level threat. Boros, in my opinion, deserves to be classed as the first official god level threat in One Punch Man. Psykorochi being a god level threat is debatable because she did showcase a continental feat during her fight against Tatsumaki, and if Psychos was to spam that attack, the earth would definitely be at risk. But as I was saying, I do genuinely believe Boros deserves to be the first monster to be classed as a god level threat. Not only has it been stated that he's conquered several planets, but his strongest attack was capable of destroying the entire earth, which I'm more than sure is definitely a god level feat. Now let's quickly talk about the person Boros usually gets compared with, which is Garou. Garou, I definitely believe, will surpass Boros eventually in terms of strength and threat level, of course, because I'm sure Garou will be the first official god level threat in One Punch Man. Although, as I've already said, I do believe Boros deserves to be classed as the first god level threat in One Punch Man. Unfortunately, he's not the first official god level threat. Garou at the moment struggled to defeat Darkshine, who is undoubtedly a strong opponent. However, I really struggle to picture Boros having a hard time against Darkshine. Boros, in my opinion, beats Darkshine with low difficulty. Like low diff, he easily beats Darkshine. I feel like the main reason Boros gets disrespected is due to the fact that he was defeated quite early on in the series, and I understand why many people think that because Boros' strength compared to Saitama is practically nothing, which is the case for pretty much everyone else in the series, and that's exactly what made Boros look weaker than he actually was. One needed to state all of Boros' feats and to state how destructive they are, because these feats that Boros show are downplayed by Saitama, because Saitama pretty much just tanked all of them. I also feel like Boros is a very unfortunate character because if I can recall perfectly, I'm sure Saitama was Boros' first opponent that we saw him fight. Boros' subordinates were the ones fighting the other S-class heroes, which means we weren't even able to see how overwhelming Boros could actually be to other opponents apart from Saitama. I'm sure if Boros fought the other S-class heroes below the ship, he would have blitzed all of them. Now, another thing that really solidifies Boros as the strongest monster we have come across so far in the series is the fact that he is the only opponent that has ever forced Saitama to use a quote-unquote serious punch. And yes, it was revealed that Saitama was holding back when performing this serious punch, but regardless, the fact that Boros is the only one Saitama saw worthy to even use a somewhat serious punch against is a feat in itself for Boros. Garou in his current state would not be able to force Saitama to use a serious punch. I feel like the fact that Garou is even considered to be stronger than Boros is due to all the Garou fans out there. I myself, of course, I'm a Garou fan, but even I can see that Garou in his current state cannot hope to force Saitama to use a somewhat of a serious punch, or even leave a scratch on Saitama like Boros did. Now, if I was to rank the top 3 strongest monsters in One Punch Man at the moment, I would definitely place Boros at the top, with Garou coming in at 2nd and Psykorochi being 3rd. And to be completely honest, I don't even know if Garou is stronger than Psykorochi, but I'll give Garou the benefit of a doubt and consider him just a little stronger than Psykorochi. I might actually have to make a whole video on who is stronger between the current Garou in the manga versus Psykorochi, because I'm not even sure if Garou is stronger than the fusion between Psychos and Orochi, so I'll refrain from talking about that versus battle for now. I will start doing more versus battles between One Punch Man characters, and I'll also be doing versus battles between Record of Ragnarok characters. Maybe not Chainsaw Man, because Chainsaw Man is a bit of an odd series to do versus battle with, but I'll find something else for Chainsaw Man. But as I was saying, if you haven't read Record of Ragnarok or Chainsaw Man and you're here for mainly One Punch Man, then that's completely fine, because I cover all 3 of these on a regular basis. And if you want to get into Record of Ragnarok or Chainsaw Man, then I recommend you check these 2 videos that I've made in the description of the video, which are really good introductions to Chainsaw Man and Record of Ragnarok. But that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you liked the video, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on and set to all. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video.